Hey everyone, FPS Chazley here. Welcome back to Cold Water's 68 NATO campaign with .mod. After a rather hectic start to this stream, we're live. It may not be pretty, but it works. I always want to get it just right, but that is not going to happen today. My move is complete. I'm up here in Boston, in frickin' New England. My first time living out of the state of Maryland in my whole life. So here we are. Move went very well, went as well as it could have. I'm pretty much just about settled in. I think it's been 3 weeks since I've streamed, a month. Been a little while. Jesse, hello. Yes, indeed, Cold Waters. Yeah, sorry, I've been having some crazy stream technical difficulties tonight. 8 o'clock start probably would have worked better, but here we are. I originally wanted to do 7, and then I pushed it back to 7:30, so I need to always add in a buffer. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Sierra 1. No duck, no layer. Lovely. I wish they would tell you the noise. Like, you might as well. They gave me these 2 bits of information. Does the game know at this point what the noise level is going to be in the match if it knows this stuff? Can they mod it to spit that out? That would be nice. I guess it doesn't really change much, but it's just nice to know. Okay, we're heading 274. It seems like we're always heading in like the approximate direction these days. I feel like in the non-modded game you're kind of always heading like some random direction. I don't know if that's been changed or not. Let's get in close there. 10 kiliyards, sure. Why not?
On sonar, new contact bearing.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar, new
2,
contact
4,
bearing.
6, 8.
2,
Who do
1,
you
4.
appreciate?
Designated Sierra 2.
Okay, maybe I should finish figuring out who the hell's out there first before we do arts and crafts here. Echo
Con
2,
sonar,
well.
Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
I realized my desk is like really high. My arms are always kind of like at an angle, not very ergonomic, so I've raised my chair, but now I need like one of those things you put your feet on when you sit up high, because right now I just feel like a 5-year-old at the adults table with my feet swinging. I guess I can rest them on my chair here. What did I just press? What does comma do? I don't think comma does anything.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as biologic.
Maybe I do this at 16 kiliyard intervals. I don't really remember, but we'll just go with this for now.
Make depth 200 feet. Dive by.
Hey Tacosis, how's it going? How's the new job going for the girlfriend? She's had the job since January. We just now moved up. She wisely decided we should not move during winter. Hold on a second here. Let me trying to adjust this camera. It's bugging me. Okay, that's better. A little bit. Yeah, I got this wall behind me now. It's a rather small little room I have here. I don't think it may be a little smaller than my old room, which was itself rather small. I got my work computer over there and then this computer here. That's tight, but it's what I got. Said remember that. There's a table in the various INI files describing noise levels for all of these cryptic condition reports. Oh, really? Matty Conrad, hello. Stool? Oh. Help with my posture, perhaps. But yeah, I'm still doing the same job, but yeah, just fully remote now.
Con, dive at 250 feet. Dive
Jesse
by.
says, I do not remember that map. Is that a mod? You mean with like the range rings? I think that comes in default in .mod now. I can't remember if I added that. Maybe I did.
Make turns for 1.
Let's not get so
0.
bold with 10 knots.
Make turns for 8 knots. Maneuvering aye.
There was a small boom preceding a loud boom outside. Heard that the other day. I think there's been like some transformers blowing up around here or something. I don't know if that came up on the mic. Oh, the best part about sitting up higher on this desk, though, is I can keep my monitor high up. I used to have to push, like, the height of the monitor all the way down so the camera would clear it. This is much better. I don't have to crane my neck to look at the game like, ah. Oh, you heard the sonic booms from that F-16 scramble? You were down in the DMV? Or did they scramble from the northeast, too? No, it said that, didn't they scrambled from Joint Base Andrews, didn't they? Well, maybe they went northeast, I don't know. They're down in Maryland, nice. Yeah, it's weird to not be in Maryland anymore. It is definitely weird. I think one of the first moments it sunk in was when I went to IKEA. And they just had like a silhouette of Massachusetts up in there. I was like, oh, I'm so used to that Maryland silhouette. The reason for this scramble was that a plane going from, a private jet going from North Carolina to New York went unresponsible in New York and then flew back towards North Carolina directly over DC. So they scrambled F-16s to intercept it and followed it until it ended up crashing in Virginia. DBX Devil can confirm. Well, well. I am a masshole indeed. I'm trying to think of like doing like maybe a custom plate for my car, like something nuclear related, like nuclear or atomic or U-235 or maybe fissile. That could be fun. Okay, what am I doing? I'm not maneuvering. Let's try and
Come left 2.
get over
2,
to this
5,
guy.
3. Helm aye.
And we're gonna crank to 10.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Echo 2 may be faster than Torps. Let us consult this.
Con, helm, steady course.
No, it is not. It is slightly slower. That's not saying much. Does Echo 2 count as part of the Hen Hotel Echo November, or is that just Echo 1? Why? What? Are there no Echo 1s? What's the story on Echo 1 versus Echo 2? Do they all get renamed to Echo 2? They don't even have hotel in here. I thought hotels were in the game. I don't know if hotel was decommissioned by this point or what. Oh, I guess Echo 1 was pretty early on in the Cold War. They may be all gone by this point. Used to troll US subs in the Echo 2. Let's quickly, I'm gonna quickly stop to take a peek, just make sure we're not
Rig shift for ultra quiet.
rolling up on some dude. I think I put that ultra quiet. Oh, can .mod fix that typo? It just kills me. I don't even know what I was just gonna say. I forgot. I wonder if I could still get my diffuser set up in this corner. I thought it wouldn't. I have this big ass like 4-foot diffuser for my light that kind of just, I just kind of let it lean on things. Maybe it'll fit. All right, a little softer light there for us. Okay. Seems pretty clear out here. It may just be the Echo 2, but we'll check again as we get closer. Okay, we're in the dude's baffles. I'm gonna go to a nice 12 knots here.
Turns for 1, 2 knots. Maneuvering us.
For some reason I want to get closer. I don't know that I need to. Oh, does anyone use like monitor arms that you like mount your monitor to like an arm that mounts to your desk so you can swing it around? I want to get some of that. Free up some space on this desk that's not occupied by monitor stands. They look like they get kind of pricey, relatively speaking, but that is fine. Seems like $200 or $300 is the price range for a really good set. Drive to New Hampshire for tax-free shopping when you buy it. I don't think they have a micro center in New Hampshire. Out there in New Hampshire. Have the screens not be attached to the desk, prevent oscillation when you move the desk. Oh, the way I have my desk right now, there's no wall behind it. It's just got empty space behind my desk right now. Okay, no sales tax in New Hampshire. I noticed that Massachusetts does not seem to have an alcohol tax, which is nice. It's like 9% in Maryland. Grocery stores sell alcohol, which is also nice. That's generally not a thing in Maryland. It's weird in Maryland. Only one store of each brand of grocery store can sell alcohol in the state of Maryland, and only beer and wine. And then, what else was I surprised by? I think that was it tax-wise. Oh, I don't think clothing is taxed in Massachusetts either. It didn't seem. TV screen stand with 2 screens attached to it just behind the desk. Okay, I guess I see what you're saying about like the monitors shaking around, but I guess the monitors shake around right now when they're on a stand. I mean, I guess it might be a little worse if they're hanging out in the air than on a stand here.
turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering aye.
I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I don't feel like I don't wobble my desk too much, but maybe it'll become more pronounced. What other New England things do I need to tell you? Oh, I don't know. Anything you can think of.
Con, dive at 350 feet. Dive I.
Go to main for lobster. Moose eyes don't reflect headlights. Okay, that's worth knowing. Spend a lot of money on heavy arms. Okay, what would you say is like a lot of money? Be careful in Maine at night. Indeed. I guess I really kind of had like lobster by itself for the first time the other day. In Maryland though, not in Massachusetts. But yeah, because I've always been like a crab guy. But I didn't realize lobster is chewy. Crab is not chewy.
Come left to 227 helm aye.
It shouldn't be chewy. All lobster shouldn't be chewy, or are there certain bits? That would be unfortunate if it was chewy.
Steady course.
Does it become chewy if you cook it and then like it's served cold? Because it was part of like one of those like cold seafood platters. Damn, I should look that up. Should get the person who bought me dinner to get their money back. That was a very fancy restaurant. That's Capitol Grill. I don't know if you ever heard of that, Brian. Lobster chewy. Overcooked lobster will be tough and chewy. Is lobster supposed to be chewy? Damn. They overcooked it. But yeah, the weather is chilly right now up here in Boston. I've been running the heater the past few days. It got up to like 90 degrees for 2 days there and then back down to 50. Oh, you overcooked lobster? That is very sad. My aunt and uncle used to have a house on like the Chesapeake Bay, basically the St. Mary's River, if you want to get technical. But we used to catch lobster or a crab during the day and then cook it that night. That was always incredibly fresh.
Come right to 261 helm aye.
All right, when I steady out here, I'm gonna stop and take a listen. I haven't been crabbing in such a long time.
Con, helm, steady course. Make turns for 5. Make turn.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Let's see what we got. Any other dill holes out here?
Con, sonar, new contact
Oh
bearing.
shit.
215.
There may in fact be another dill hole. Victor. Oh boy. Right? Yeah. Oh, I thought I saw Echo 1 here in the guide. No, that's Echo 2.
Con sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as submerged submarine.
Maybe it's not a transfer. I thought it was like a firework mortar. It may be a firework mortar. Who just does fireworks on a fucking... pardon my French, rainy ass Monday evening in June? Yeah, you can crab by putting chicken in the pots and waiting a while, or you can do it the manual way and tie like a chicken neck to a string, dip it in the water, try and scoop out a crab with a net. Reuben sonar. I could go for a Reuben. That sounds tasty.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
We must have been very close to being counter detected by that Victor. That Victor's gonna complicate things. Digging for razor clams. Never done that. Obviously, never done the manual crabbing. You need a dock, obviously. I don't think you could just do it off the shore, maybe. They feel you walking up to them through the sand, so they start to dig a few inches a second. Jeez. Are they sharp? Razor clams? Oh yeah, since the last time, thanks to Tiger69, giggity, and D's Pecans for following. D's Pecans, if you could not understand from what I was, my laughing, that's a good one. D's Pecans. What is my plan of action here?
2 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Honestly, I feel like I'd rather be like in front of them, of course. Just let them come to me instead of this coming up from behind. I guess when I shoot at the Echo 2 here, the Victor's gonna start pinging. Does that tip off the Echo 2 to my presence? Part of me just wants to try and get like really close into the guy. Oh, he's about to hear me.
Make turns for 5 knots. Make turns for 8 knots. Maneuvering aye. Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Plan of action, don't die. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, they're just cruising at 10 knots, dude. Yeah, I think I make these things at like 4 kiloyard intervals. Guess it doesn't matter at this point. Part of me wants to swing out wide and try and get in front of them. But that sounds time consuming. But it also sounds proper. It's just so tricky in this game because solutions don't persist. There's no easy way to plot predicted positions, estimated positions. Maybe I should try and like I want to like ride the edge of his baffles, but it's such a like a ballsy thing to frickin' do. Gotta be paying the hell attention. They don't draw baffle lines.
Make turns for 1, 2 knots. Maneuvering I.
Victor 1 is cavitating. The hell's Victor 1 doing?
Make turns for 1, 0 knots. Maneuvering I.
Oh, it just decided to ping. Okay. All shit's breaking. All hell breaking loose now. Okay, we're not going to do anything to the Victor 1. Maybe we can get him to run while we try to cajole for some positioning for the Echo here.
Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 3. Make turns. Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 3.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
I got forgiven by the clipping gods there.
Make turns for 2, 0 knots. Maneuvering I. Come right to 0, 4, 5. Helm I. Make turns for 2. Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Okay, he's running that way, which is good. His torps are going of a leading shot of where I was, which I guess makes sense.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
But I just want to separate these two, really.
Sierra
Excuse
3,
me,
last
goodness.
bearing 195. Contact is in the baffles. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 3. Con helm, steady course.
Do they have crap torpedoes? Yeah. Maybe I should have just tried to run through them.
Con,
I probably
dive
should have.
at
It's a little too late
0
now.
feet, dive I.
Hey, you know what? I think we
Come
can.
left to 3, 2, 6. Helm I. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3. Last bearing 191. Contact is in the baffles.
Be funny if Sierra One's like,
Con
dude, what's
sonar
going on?
regained Con helm, steady course. Con maneuvering.
Maybe
making
let's go
turns for
deep.
2, 8 knots.
Make depth 1000 feet, dive I.
Oh, he's matching. We're both diving. Random ass ping. Yeah, I want to try and take advantage of this to get close to Sierra 1. I have no idea what Sierra 1 is doing at the moment.
Con, torpedo room.
Come left to 280. Helm I.
The increase in depth from skipjack to permit is a lot. It's like double almost.
Con, helm, steady course.
I wonder if that played into the Thresher accident. There were a few torps that were shot that way. Where are they all?
Con, dive at 1200 feet. Dive I.
Okay, maybe it was just 2. It was just 2. Okay.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I.
Yeah, everyone has this set 65. I don't think there's any better torpedo in the 68 campaign here.
Contact on Sierra 2, bearing 2.
Oh, I thought it said Sierra 2 was cavitating for a second.
10 knots.
Set 40 has like a slightly better seeker range, but it's like not. It's like the Mark 37 equivalent.
Come left to 248. Helm I.
Yeah, okay, this one. It went about as well as it could have. We got that Victor running. He might still be able to pick me up on the pinging from that range, but we will see. Okay, we can shallow up a little bit here.
15 knots. Maneuvering I. Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
Those are our last 4 torpedoes. Yeah, we're in 69, dude.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 149. Contact faded.
Not getting a solution on his Echo, so I think... Yeah, okay, we're still in his baffles. I think Echo 2 is completely oblivious to the events that just transpired. Still just putzing along at 10 knots. But yeah, okay, we got that Victor 3. Look, we got that huge displacement on him there. That position may be a little wobbly wobbly, but we got him out of our hair a little bit.
Dive at 750 feet. Dive I.
Take all we can get. Try and close the distance on this Echo a bit here. You know, I wonder if I shot on that Echo would that November have even hurt, or would the Victor have even heard it. I mean, the one thing the frickin' Mark 37's got going is they're pretty darn quiet. I think it was some mission from the previous stream or the stream prior where it's like I shot torps and people just didn't even know they were out there. I mean, they're only going 17 knots and they're electric. Oh, the set 40s go really deep? That's very random. Small caliber. I like women of a certain caliber. I think for some reason in my head I have the notion that you like blow through this not being able to make a solution on a sub once you get close enough to it from behind. They came from behind.
Come left 223, helm I. Come right 261, helm I.
Trick Pony Fan 28, thanks for subscribing. I don't think people that subscribe on YouTube are necessarily watching. It's not like Twitch, so it's we'll see if he's watching. I think he got it. I think I do too. The solution is very close.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2.
Oh, we did
bearing 1
pass pretty
0.
close to that
Contact is in the
whale, didn't we? This is where the AI derps out a little bit. It's like that Victor one should be kind of like hard charging back in here, but they just kind of go like derp. They go like very self-preservation-y. Or just oblivious, perhaps. I don't even know if that's in their logic to try and get back to their asset. Yeah, okay, you do blow through this from behind stuff when you just do it like this. Okay. This is good enough to shoot. We're gonna do it. I was just kind of chilling up at the surface there.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering I.
Alright. I'll be right back.
Con maneuvering. Making.
Could have sworn I paused during that break, but I did not. All's well that ends well, huh? Could have sworn I pressed escape. Oh well. Shall we give him 2 for our troubles? Oh my god, is it really gonna take that long to get there? Maybe we'll get closer.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering I. Con. Come right 268.
Excuse me.
Helm I.
I could have sworn I paused, dude. I could have sworn.
Con. Helm. Steady course.
The no pause movement. Get killed in video games and enjoy it. Roll with the punches. Doop doop doop. Doop doop boop boop. Boo boo. Do do do. Hamada. Vulcan, hello. Beantown has been just fine so far. Have yet to get into Beantown proper. Maybe I'll do that this upcoming weekend. I have family up here, so I've been up here a few times before. Didn't come up to Boston cold. But it is definitely different than Maryland. I always thought Maryland was more northeasterly than southern, but maybe not. There's a lot more courtesy at places like the grocery store and other places in Maryland than there is up here. How long until I start sounding like Cliff Clavin? Who's Cliff Clavin? I assume a Bostonian. I do my best Bill Burr impersonation of a Bostonian as frequently as possible. Not two Bostonians mind, but my girlfriend is horrified by the Boston accent though. She didn't think they would. She thought I was exaggerating about it, but she's like, "Oh my God, you're right. It's real." I'm like, "Of course it's freaking real." Maryland is indeed south of the Mason-Dixon. There's a lot of transplants though. Mailman on Cheers, okay. You know what, I guess if I'm going 15 knots, I'm not going faster than the torpedo would to intercept this Sierra 1, so... yeah,
Turn
math.
1.
It's the power of math, people! Sorry. I don't know if anyone's gonna get that reference.
10 knots.
It's good to be back, people. It's good to be back. Didn't even miss it.
Shoot 2-3. Aye, sir.
Maybe I should go to 5 knots when I shoot these things
5
off.
knots. Maneuvering up.
These goddamn Mark 37s.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
People don't have to work your GTFO. I'm up in Boston permanently, yes. The girlfriend's, or rather the fiancé's new job wanted her to come up here, so here we are. Work was very, my work just started like a work from home policy. So I was able to take advantage of that.
Shoot 2-4. Aye, sir.
And I'm relishing having like almost an hour and a half of my day back from not having to drive to work. I used to live in Silver Spring and my work was in Columbia, Maryland, so it was like a good 35-40 minute drive each way. And I honestly, when I moved to Silver Spring, it was during the pandemic when I was still working from home all the time. And I put in zero thought as to what my commute would be like. It completely slipped my mind. It's a bit too far. I love driving. I don't like commuting. It's such a waste of time. I understand why it has to happen, but it just see it as a waste of time. Why is that red? Oh, hey, Donnie. I am indeed in Boston, thanks. How's it going, man? Oh, you've been in Nova that long, Tychosis, huh? Yeah, commutes, especially in like a place like Maryland, how like busy traffic is. Like you can put a podcast on, but half the time you're not listening because you're watching for some dill hole who's gonna cut you off before the next traffic light. Maybe that's just me, but it'd be one thing if it was like a Tennessee commute, where it's just like distance. You're not really thinking. But a Maryland commute, excuse me, a DMV commute That is DC, Maryland, Virginia commute. Requires a lot of energy. Okay. We got a cat. Hello? You want to say hello to the people? Oh, no. She walked away. Yeah, my girlfriend was doing the train. She was doing the train from Silver Spring to Alexandria. But that was during when they had the yellow bridge closed, so she had to take the blue to go all the way around instead. But it was not satisfied about it. Albacore trip when? Yeah, let's get to the Albacore. The Albuquerque. And then apparently there's like some Battleship Row or something down in Falls or whatever. Massanutten somewhere, some battleship. And then Nautilus, of course, too. Got all the museums to visit. Oh, Reston. Good old Reston. Yeah. The whole DMV is one of those things where it's like, why can't... It was just, no one planned out for all this crap. And then you got all the house prices and the NIMBYism. It's all just complicated. It's like, build more apartments. Gotta densify. Used to work at NIH. Which part of... Oh, yeah. People who always cross that bridge are crazy, in my opinion. I know like it can be beyond people's circumstances, but to have to cross the American Legion Bridge twice a day just sounds like a freaking nightmare. Yeah, commute 20 feet, right? Yeah. Mine's not even up any stairs. Mine's just, yeah, 20 feet probably. Yeah, there's no easy... Rivers are... That's why rivers have always been a source of division. It's true when it comes to commutes too. Or at least a source of bottleneck. Or it's never been easy to cross a river. It's interesting, back in Montgomery County, people always... in local news, people kind of lamented about how there's like a lack of like east-west routes in Montgomery County, and if you just look at a map for like 5 seconds, you can see there's like a ton of river, like north-south running rivers. It's like, well, that's why building bridge. It's easier today to cross a river than perhaps it has been in the past, but it's still much more expensive than just laying a road. You'd be welcome to stay up at the old man's place. Oh, that might be an option, but I think I'm only like an hour away. It's not too bad. But I definitely appreciate the offer. We'll see. Yeah, I got used to my old commute. Well, at first it was difficult, and then I think I like acquiesced to my state at some point, but I just have so much more time now. It is amazing. So, yeah, things should be kicking back up. The old living situation was not sustainable to my YouTube aspirations, but I'm hoping to actually start making a lot more stuff now. Got a lot more time. You had to drive it to Bethesda in the snow, sweet Jesus. And it's gross Maryland slushy snow. Never had an issue driving in the snow in Maryland. My issue was always other people driving in the snow. Because I always went over the top with summer tire or winter tires. Okay, we can turn these biddies on. We'll keep them. They might get locks passive. Let's actually make them climb here. Oh, I have to turn them on first. There's such a steep torpedo angle influence, it's a propensity to snap. It's interesting how it goes back down a little bit, like it catches itself somewhat. I don't know why it bounces back like that. It's weird. Everyone thinks they can make it up.
Weapon acquired.
No one makes it up. Yeah, sounds about right. You know, it's funny. If we stayed in Maryland, I was gonna stop getting snow tires because in this post-pandemic work from home world, I just wouldn't go to the office if it was gonna snow or look like snow. But now that I'm up in Boston, I'm gonna keep it up with them snow tires. Poor Sod doesn't have a clue. That's a terrible British accent, I'm sorry.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
God, this thing is slow. Reminiscent of Preparation H from Austin Powers. You know.
Con, sonar,
Oh, he blew.
Sierra 4 is cavitating.
Oh, I think he is. Even this close, it looks like he's lost depth control. Oh, he's flanking. They can't get to the surface. Oh my god. He's drifting. He might be climbing slightly. Damn. That was quite a hydrodynamic configuration right there. There was a massive snow. There were two massive snowstorms. There was a massive snowstorm in.
266. Contact breaking up.
There was a massive snowstorm in like 2009. Maybe that was spring 2010, but then there was another one in like spring 2016 as well. And then I got out of Maryland before the next one comes through. But there's gonna be a lot more up here in Boston. But yeah, I think that massive storm in 2010, I think my college classes were canceled for a week. I guess for like college and work, the fact that snow days don't really exist anymore is understandable, but I feel like there's something to having a snow day when you're a kid. It's like let the high schoolers and under keep their snow days. It's always a fun thing.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
I think in 2016 there may have been like a pretty sharp dividing line, because where I was in Maryland we got 3 feet of snow back in the 2016 blizzard. But yeah, 2010 I remember like at my parents', because I still lived with my parents at the time, but like well no, I think I was actually living at school at the time, but I decided to come home for the snowstorm, which was a wise choice. That was before I transferred to University of Maryland. Had to walk all the way from like the garage to like the heating units to like clear them off or something, and it was like that was a maybe a 30-second walk without snow, but that probably took like 5 minutes to get there, and that deep of snow, that was crazy. Okay.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Where's that
Come left 2.
Victor?
222. Helm I.
I think I'm just gonna avoid him if I can.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuver.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, I'm not even reloaded with Mark 37s. Those are Mark 16s. We'll shoot straight runners at the Victor. Reenact U571 here.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 3 knots.
But yeah, I mean, now that I have all this time on my hands, I think I can change. I think I can go back to a Friday stream. It would be later than they used to be back in the day, but I think a Friday stream is possible.
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 3, bearing 086.
I mean, a Friday stream is definitely possible for me. I just don't want it to be too late for the European watchers, rest of the world watchers, non-American watchers. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna get out of here soonest.
5 knots.
Break contact.
Con sonar lost contact. Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering I. Con helm steady course.
Yeah.
Come right to 352. Helm I.
He's up there from when he was last there, but yeah, it looked like he's changed direction. They were heading like westerly at some point.
Helm I.
I was trying to think of like heading like perpendicular to him, but what the heck is Sierra 4? When did I last hold a Sierra 4 track?
Helm steady course.
Hold on a second.
Make turn.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Wow, I totally like spaced on the Sierra 4 coming through. Goodness.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering I.
Am I going to reacquire Sierra 4?
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 3 knots.
Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, whatever.
Come left 2. Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering I.
The thing that sucks about having these two different types of torpedoes is that we'll not get orders to rearm when low on ASW torps. Has to be low on both torps. I wonder if 8 torpedoes meets that threshold. I don't think it does. I do enjoy putting this cross in. Now I can be like, we displaced 13 miles from the start of the match. Is it possible in this to like this map view to make it more exaggerated? Because that would help greatly in trying to keep track of where you've been in a match. It's such a muted topography. I would like it to be a lot more exaggerated. Maybe it's possible. It seems like it gets like dynamically drawn when you come in. I mean, given where we are right now, it's a bit exaggerated, but sometimes it can be really muffled. Where are we? Oh, we're okay. We're north of Iceland. This is the Denmark Strait. There's a touch of Greenland. And we're clear. Good. Fire all your torpedoes before leaving. That's a good idea, Splinter. Oh, I saw your joint ops video, by the way. If you were open to it, I am definitely down to partake in some joint ops. I played a ton of that back in the day. I don't think I've thought about that. Well, maybe I've thought about that game, but I don't think I've touched that game in like 15 years at least or something. One less carrier killer, hell yeah. Yeah, I played a ton of Joint Ops and then Battlefield 2 came out, and then I don't think I really looked back at Joint Ops that much. Reach out when you plan a session. Cool, man, that would be awesome. That is gonna be a trip down nostalgia frickin' lane there. Frickin' Joint Ops, dude. Yeah, I played a ton of that back in the day. And then Battlefield 2 was better. But Joint Ops still has that Nova Logic charm. Joint Ops was cooler in that like it was like you could have like a huge map. I don't know how the single player missions work as opposed to the multiplayer maps. But like a multiplayer match could go on for like 24 hours because it was like an enormous map, and then like you only contested like 2 points at a time as you like moved along, so it could go on forever. It was cool. It was clunky, but it was cool. Yeah, BF2 single player is nothing to write home about. Is Joint Ops single player like different than the multiplayer matches, or are they still like the same thing? I just don't remember. It's been so long. Okay, we are getting called back to Holy Lock. Goodness. Oh. I was reading some article the other day about Scotland, and it was the tagline was a pun. Instead of Loch Ness, it was Loch a Mess. I was like, oh god. Who the hell thought of that? Alright, we're walking across a fucking, excuse me, a trip line here. I don't want to hit some Soviet sub. Just another random subgroup going through the Denmark Strait up there. Oh god, I just saw that wolf pack come out. Yeah, what was the limit in Joint Ops matches for multiplayer? I think it was, I don't remember. I don't think it was strictly ticket-based like a Battlefield 2. Maybe it was time-based. I don't remember. But god, those maps are huge. But of course it was like, they were huge, but only like one section of it was really under contention at any one time. Oh, but there used to be some cool scenarios in Joint Ops, like some of those missions were like little islands across channels, and like at night, like people would just be shooting across the channels at each other. It's just like tracers flying. It was crazy. Just remember being blown away by it at the time. I still have a box of Battlefield 2. I still have the case with the discs in it, and Joint Ops, I think, as well. So I'll have to install that. Chaz, am I looking forward to modern naval warfare? Very much. I'm still itching to play like a Dangerous Waters modern naval warfare type thing, but I've kind of reached my rope's end with Dangerous Waters. It's hard for me just to not see past the bugs anymore. Look at the skipjack there with the tall ass sail, and then the permit with the much shorter one. Diesel electric subs operating on Wolfpack are headed to the North Sea. It is vital that these subs be destroyed before they attack NATO shipping. Okay, yellow 204. Have I been going with a light Mark 16 load? I feel like I want more than just 6. Give me 8. Oh. Oh. Bless me. But yeah, I wish Battlefield 2 single player you could do larger matches with the AI. I just need to get a crap ton of people together and do some more Battlefield 2 matches. I love Battlefield 2. Get 64 people for a Battlefield 2 match. Battlefield 2 is so much fun. Anchors away. What are we going? Yellow something. Oh, it's been half a day. Okay, so they shouldn't be out there yet. Yellow 204. Now let's give it a save ski. Let's wait for this dill hole to go by. Look at all them subs. Goodness. They're gonna go this way? Oh, or are they gonna come from... No, they have to come from Murmansk, right? They can't come from Leningrad. Oh, they don't even put Kaliningrad in here. Right? Soviet subs can't come from the Baltic in here. They just come from the Barents. What? Oh, interesting. Huh. I've never seen that. Sorry you weren't able to find the target set, Commander. This looks like an intelligence screw-up on our end. HQ sends its apologies. Stand by for additional orders. Interesting. Oh yeah, I used to look at my stats on BF2 a lot. Oh, enemy Victor class attack submarines. I thought it said every Victor class attack submarine. Oh god, I have to go against Victors. I'm not gonna start this mission, or I'm not gonna like enter this mission. This could take like 3 hours to do. Getting a little late. There's an invisible fleet going like 666 knots, going around and reaching a waypoint, failing the mission. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't gone to Costco regularly since college. Suppose we could benefit from some things, but it's just another store to go to at this point, as far as I'm concerned. All right. Gonna save there. All right, thank you guys for watching. Good to be back at it. 3 months, 4 months. Sorry, not 3 months, 4 months. Goodness gracious, 3 weeks, 4 weeks since the last stream. The move in between there, but all settled in. Good to be streaming again. But yeah, gonna stop there because I don't want to get a 2-hour match started with Victor 3s. I don't even know how successful I'm going to be in this mission. Mark 37 against Victor 3s. Those dudes can go 32 knots. Thank you. Thanks for the welcome back. Multiplayer versions of the maps work the same way in join ups. Okay, yeah, okay. As soon as you said that, for some reason, it just flooded back into my mind playing single player join ups. I think there was a demo that came out. Yeah, okay. I've vivid recollections of that. All right, but anyway, see you guys next time. Have a good one, and as always, good hunting.